Alrighty. Alrighty. Hope I fixed the episode. I didn't think about that until just now. Yeah, I did. Alright, episode 34. Pirates franchise. We are here. We're going to take on the O's. And then we're going to try to squeeze the draft in. So. Hopefully the chat works. I changed a setting, so I'm hoping the chat will work a little more consistently now. But, you know. Alright, I see Gabe's message there. There it is. Okay. So that means it's working. What's up, Gabe? Getting this all set up, and we are going to cruise into this. Apparently drops are on? I didn't know that. Alright. What's up, Sean? No, I'm not even in the realm. I'm so professional, I don't even have everything on. See? So we're going to take on the Orioles tonight. Just the way it works out. I wanted to take on the O's later on in the year, but we're going to do it tonight. Paul Skenes on the bump. He hasn't been exactly Paul Skenes, though, as we'll get into. And we're going to face Grayson Rodriguez, who I'm sure will carve me up like a nice turkey. And then if we have time after the game, we will do the draft. 59-36 is our record. Okay.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
59. Oh, 36, idiot. Okay, so game 96. Okay. All right, so we got some things to talk about real quick. Keep it short. So Paul Skenes apparently has been good. O'Neal Cruz on a hitting streak. So if you're playing the Orioles, they have a request to use 70s uniforms. I think I accidentally put the 70s uniforms on. The Orioles just have their, by default, their City Connects. So my bad. Apparently the O's have Zach Gallen. They're doing very well. They're 53-41, second in the East. Orioles bullpen is good. Orioles are 8-1. They're kind of hot. Any league news here? Looks like the number 6 prospect made his debut. That would be the Red Sox David Cabrera. And there you go. Big story right here. Pirates promote Danny Odell, the number 1 prospect in all of baseball. And our organization, we promoted him to AAA. Spoiler alert, I went ahead and simmed that game. He hit a home run. So, Danny Odell, good first impression in AAA. It's only a matter of time before he is up. Looks like Jonathan India went to the 60-day IL for the Yankees, so I wonder if they're going to be looking for a second baseman. And then Joe Mendez is not exactly a big name. So, like I said, farm report. Danny Odell in AAA now. Everyone else is still pretty much in AA. Bubba Chandler's just continuing to get better. He will be in the rotation next year. And that's about it. Alexi Ramirez is picking it up as well. We don't really talk about him a lot. Big old power bat. Does have a lot of contact, not a lot of vision. Hey, got some rewards. But he's starting to show a lot of power in AA. He may get a promotion soon as well. So let's go ahead and talk about Skenes.
All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his
Well, this ain't
dominance
really
in
a
this
good
one.
comparison. They're just looking at the last 2 starts. I thought they'd have more of a thing than that. But typical Pirates, right? 2 games started, no record, 12 innings. 11 strikeouts, 2 walks, an ERA of 2.25, whip of 1. But yeah, Skenes hasn't been his Cy Young candidate-esque player. We're going to see if we can get him back on track.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
What's up, Austin? What's up, Maddie?
So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Grayson Rodriguez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Grayson
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez
On the strikeout. He knows he needs
on
to miss barrels,
the
get
bump. Let's take a look at Grayson, shall we? He's a 27-year-old free agent at the end of the year, 86 overall starter. Fastball change, slider curve, and two-seamer. 5-7 on the year with an ERA 4.3. So, not terrible. You know, I don't think that's terrible. Whip is a little high. But not an awful player. Let's see what he's done. He is struggling, though, in his last 10 starts. 1-5 with an ERA close to 5, so maybe we've caught him at a good time. But, like we saw in the preview, the Orioles are, what did it say, 8-1 or 9-1 in their last 10 games? So,
soft
we
contact,
shall
let the defense
see.
do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to
Here's Simpson leading us off.
They can move through a ball game and you look
Austin, how you been, dude?
Line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Tried direct TV. Did you already cancel it?
Lifted in the air,
Simpson
right center
hits that
field.
ball pretty hard.
Grisham trying to get there.
But that will be a fly out
And out
one day.
number 1 on the grab. Here's the Pirates lineup now. This is a good offense, Chris. You're going to get quality at bats and balls put in play consistently with this group.
And it doesn't really matter who they're facing on the mound. They have the ability to go out and compete and win ball games.
Oh, it was a free trial. I thought you said it cost you money.
Winner to just a rookie up in the big leagues. So when you have that, you have a chance to win every night. If I was a pitcher on this team, I'd feel pretty good about taking the mound for him.
Brian Reynolds stands in now and
by the way, we come in with a pretty comfortable lead in the Central right now. I don't know what's exactly happened to the Cardinals and Brewers, but we're coming in with, I believe, a 7-game lead in the Central.
You like that in a relief pitcher,
So,
but when you
gotta
have
keep
it
the
for
foot
a
on the
starting
pedal,
pitcher,
or
a
the
guy
foot
that
on the
can get
pedal?
out of a tight spot,
Foot on the
that
gas.
is pretty
You know what I
valuable.
mean. So,
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash.
welcome to
because of
anyway,
that,
where the refs are bad and the
confidence
stats
grows
don't
with the
matter.
players and
Ratings don't
teammates
matter,
playing
baby.
behind him, that when things get a little
Ratings
rough out
don't
there,
matter.
they know he'll find his way through it.
Funniest stuff happened to you today?
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I can never read the defense because Boog and Singletary just don't stop talking. Or Singleton, whatever his name is.
I think it's very
Call
much
time.
being able to have
Okay.
laser-like
Nope,
focus.
we're gonna talk
slow
over him, all
everything
right?
down, stay right in that
Defense
moment,
for the
pitch-to-pitch
Orioles look like
execution,
this.
and focusing on that
Shut
catcher's
up.
mitt.
Jesus Christ. Tyler O'Neill in left, Trent Grisham in center, Colton Cowser in right field, Westberg, Henderson, Holiday, and Manzardo. Don't know when they got him. Around the infield, Adley Rutschman still behind the plate. I don't know who they have DHing because I didn't pay attention to the lineups because I'm bad at what I do. Heston Kierstad. Or as I mistakenly used to say, Kajirstad.
The 0-1.
So pretty much the same Orioles team in 2027. So. What's up, Cody?
And that's way high. And
Cody,
it's
I'm
2
going
on
to
the
say
ball.
this one time and one time only. I've seen what you've been doing. Don't do it here.
1 out, base is empty.
That's my one and only warning.
In the air, left side.
Reynolds hard to
O'Neal
left
getting
field.
an angle on
Tyler
it.
O'Neill will run it
Makes
down.
the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Good stuff.
Two out, space is empty. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Cruz needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Oh, snap, does he?
Not even close there. And that is ball 1. 2 out, space is empty.
Is Cruz close to 100? Oh, look at that. Comes in sitting at 99 home runs. Okay. All right. He's got 24 on the year. O'Neal Cruz is... He actually has a year of arbitration left. He's not a free agent, but his arbitration is going to be $20 million, probably. I'm telling you, I don't know what we do when we have to extend him, because...
And another ball.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever
Cruz stings that ball left field. Tyler O'Neill running after it, and he makes the catch.
And that is that.
Tyler O'Neill. I did not know Tyler O'Neill had 2 L's in his last name, by the way. That's new to me. Go down 1-2-3. Good inning by Grayson Rodriguez. Paul Skenes, it is your turn.
And we're back. And on the mound today, Paul Skenes. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Paul Skenes is looking okay. Definitely not what he was last year. Don't expect him to go 23-1 though. 8-4 still a good record. ERA is a little high for his standards, but for $33 million, I didn't even pitch him a little better. Tough lineup here. How was our Saturday? I was good. Nothing really that spectacular happened.
And into the box for Baltimore.
Leo had a soccer game today. Their team won 4-2. So I believe that gets them into the tournament.
The Pirates looking to build momentum towards the postseason.
And we didn't really do a whole lot after that.
Certainly help.
I worked today before that.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Did some stuff around the house.
Swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
1-2 to Skenes. I really need... Skenes to have a great outing today. Get him back on track.
Still a 1-2 count.
What'd you guys do today? Middle of the weekend. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend.
Swings and misses.
1-0-2.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean,
way to start off the game. Strikeout for Skenes.
That's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember.
Here's Westberg.
I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
So the Cardinals lost. The Brewers won. Cubs, well, they're last in the division. Not really worried about them. Just ran errands today. You ran an errand store? Holy smokes.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Doesn't that sound fun? Sounds like a blast. Sounds important. Ground ball. There's Johnson.
Sends it to first.
2 down.
2 up, 2 down. Take a look at the lineup. Not the highest team batting
good
average
lineup.
for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy,
I don't know when they got Manzardo. I think they may have traded for Manzardo, actually.
For a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
2 cover athletes facing off.
Gunnar Henderson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
It is Gunnar Henderson on the cover, right? I'm not an idiot. Let's check out the defense for the Pirates here tonight. Simpson, Cook, and Conine around the outfield. Hayes, Cruz, Tamar Johnson, and Endy Rodriguez playing first, giving Horwitz the day off. A little bit in a cold spell. 6 for his last 39, so Horwitz getting the night off. So Rodriguez will play first. Joey Bart behind the plate. And, of course, you know him. You love him. We just talked about him. Had a monster game in the last episode. Brian Reynolds hitting DH for Mr. Skenes. You have the runway.
2 down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, technically right now, Tilly, that's true. Yeah. I don't know why they just changed that.
The wind and the pitch. Drilled in the air out
right
towards
center
right
field.
Cook
will camp under it.
He's got it, and that
Paul Skenes 1, 2, 3.
Scoreless after 1.
Sure, Gabe and Sean are sitting in this crowd somewhere, decked up in Pirates gear and.
Second inning set to go. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart.
I know, I got nothing more. We're kind of busy this week at work with it being Memorial Day weekend.
Rodriguez back to work. And a foul ball.
I think I got to work 10 hours tomorrow. And then Monday won't be bad because Leo's out of school now. So I don't have to rush to be done with work.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball.
We believe it.
Out front.
Maddie, I got to ask you a question.
And that skips into there.
Take by Joey Bart, 1 and 2.
Ground ball right side.
A piece of hitting, but he's going to round out.
To first,
and
quickly one away in the second.
See what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean, Cody?
Griffin Conine, the next Pirate.
So first off, congratulations for your Yankees on beating the Rockies today. What happened in the game yesterday?
Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. I'm not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand.
It was a close game, granted. It's not like the,
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Yankees stink or anything, but.
Lifted in
09 left field. That's going to be caught. We're going to have a pitcher's duel tonight.
O'Neal pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
But I would expect it. Yes, sir. Pause. Come in. Sorry, everybody. There's my boyo. Oh. There's my 3rd grader. There's my 3rd grader. Oh.
2 down, bases empty.
I never know what he's going to say.
Next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Endy Rodriguez.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2
All right,
hits
2 quick outs. Here's Endy Rodriguez. We haven't really been seeing a whole lot of him.
Cut on and lifted in
he
the
swings
air.
at the first pitch as well.
Sizes this one up, makes the play,
We need to be more patient. Grayson Rodriguez has a super quick inning.
Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0.
Bottom 2 we go here in Baltimore. A little bit of an overcast day. Did I see what happened yesterday?
And welcome back to the ballpark.
When it comes to, I don't think I have all the details. The only thing I do know is that you were asked not to do something and you did it anyway. But that's all I know. Ooh, boy.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck.
Tyler O'Neill, left field.
Moving under this one.
That sounds like a pretty good swing.
One away.
I'm going to guess the wind's blowing in based on what the flags are doing out there.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Rutschman with an uncharacteristic stretch of 4.
The wind is blowing in at 7 miles an hour.
Play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around.
I bet we're going to see these Orioles in the playoffs this year in the franchise.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. Oof. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
Paul Skenes, 0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2.
These hitters' ability to hit 102 so casually. Let's do it again. It's not where we want it. By the way, I don't know if you guys have tried the Sprite with tea yet. I'm growing to like it.
0-0 here.
At first I was like, eh. And then I drank it on a hot day. It's so refreshing. Just like that strikeout.
And there are 2 outs.
2 down.
Well, he really
it's like a strikeout by Skenes.
That at bat until that final pitch, and as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you. Not
a lot of pitches in the middle of the zone. We don't want that. We got to fix that.
You kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible
4 good opportunities
that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Kyle Manzardo.
So here's Kyle Manzardo. Yeah, okay. So he was traded. He was actually not on the Guardians. He was somewhere else. And then he got traded to here in Baltimore. And Baltimore gave up some kind of center field prospect who wasn't any good. I checked the trade out, and the trade didn't really make any sense. So I'm confused on why this trade happened. I don't know if the Orioles are missing somebody. I don't think they're missing anyone. I do have Samuel Basillo up, but so yeah, for some reason I went out and got Kyle Manzardo.
The next to hit for the Orioles. That one.
That's some power to this lineup, though.
Yeah, that's ball 1.
Michael, I've been seeing you say some stuff online about him. Like, you know, asking people, who's that manager that's filling in now? Was it Bradfield? No, it wasn't Bradfield. It was literally some low-rated prospect that is not on Manzardo's level.
2 outs. So
that probably would have been one of the trades that I would have reversed if I could.
Try to go again
because it literally didn't make any sense.
Elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
What's up, Dez? What's going on, dude?
2 down, nobody on.
There you go, right field. And Manzardo with the first hit of the game. 2 out, not going the other way. I'll have to go back and look at who it was.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser.
But I guess the O's have a hole at first base enough for them to go out and get Manzardo. The only reason I think Manzardo was so easy to get for them is that he hasn't been hitting that well.
Oof. Swing and a miss as he was late
disgusting
that
sleeper.
Time.
It's 0-1.
0-1. But yeah, I'll have to go check and see who that was.
Manzardo, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Man.
Now this is in the air.
102 right field. That will stay in the yard though.
And
it's amazing how the AI can hit fastballs inside like they do.
1 left for the Orioles. We'll move to the 3rd.
We do give up a hit, but nothing else. Let's go to the 3rd inning. Here at beautiful Camden Yards.
Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Dude, the Rookie of the Year, I need to go look. I'm going to take a screenshot at some point, and I'm going to post it. If Tamar Johnson keeps hitting, like, he doesn't even have to improve. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. The leading vote getter in the Rookie of the Year for the National League has a negative WAR and an average of 214. It's insane.
You'll one.
And up the middle.
And it gets through.
Tamar Johnson staying high.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
There's our first hit of the game. By the way, Nick Gonzalez comes off the IL in a couple of days.
Good defender.
So we will have to make a decision on what roster move we make to correspond with that.
Line drive.
Oh, what a stab.
Throw to first, and they get the out.
Wow, is that Holiday?
For the out. Technique was great.
Yeah, that's Holiday. Good play by Holiday to trap that ball, gets Hayes.
Watching that play come together
One
was
out.
really fun.
Dude, that's nice. No, I'll never redo a trade. I'm just gonna let the game. I'm not too picky about big trades like that.
Up next for the Pirates,
I'm just gonna let it play
Billy
out.
Cook.
You know, just let it play out. So 1 out, 1 on. Here is Billy Cook. Grayson Rodriguez looking sharp here. Only 20 pitches.
Off the mark there. 1-0.
Dude, the Athletics are still leading the West. That's incredible. Baltimore holds the 3rd wild card spot at the moment.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, we come in with an 8.5 game lead. I don't know how the lead got so big, not gonna lie. But we're okay with that. That gives us a little bit of breathing room. It gives us a chance to reevaluate the trade block.
Swing and a miss. And it's
Billy Cook swings and misses. 2-2.
A guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
2-2.
I think as of right now, it still hasn't changed. The only thing we're kind of looking for on the trade block is a lefty reliever.
But that's not what that pitch was.
Popped him up.
Right side, foul territory.
Manzardo will grab it. 2 down.
Away. And now the Pirates leadoff man. Fly to center his first time.
Right, it's up to Chandler Simpson. 2 down. Runner in scoring position.
And that's it for a
they're
strike.
getting the call.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Top of the 3rd, no score.
Good opportunity to bring this run in.
Next pitch is outside.
1-1. Look at Shane Bosley in the American League in ERA. He was at one point in this franchise, he was on waivers. Now he's leading the American League in ERA. Stairs at a cool 96.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Inside, 3-2.
And the count is
Sean, Gabe, you could be honest with me. I know you're rooting for the O's to win this game.
Hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
So we got the Poob scoreboard. Nice job by Simpson. I'll tell you what, man. Chandler Simpson, I know his average don't show. But I think he's been putting in some good at-bats. Like, I know the numbers don't show it. But I just think he's been putting in some good at-bats. I feel comfortable when I'm swinging with Simpson, even when I strike out. Probably because I don't expect him to do a whole lot.
Man on second, 2 down.
Sometimes I make him look real bad like that.
Right,
does strike out. That's okay.
One hit, no errors, and a man left. We move on.
Get a runner in scoring position. Nothing doing for the Pirates. Grayson Rodriguez. Does that really look like Grayson Rodriguez? I don't think it does. Nothing, nothing.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening.
There's your Orioles.
Really been playing
8-2 in their last 10 games. Take a series against the Angels. They swept the Braves. Take a series against the Yankees. And they've already got a game up on us here in this series. So, Orioles are red hot at the moment. They are red hot.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Kierstad.
Kierstad in the 8th spot in today's lineup, a former first-round pick in 2020. And there's a foul ball.
Paul Skenes just trying to get back to work. Yeah. Here comes the 0-2.
And that's in the
dirt. Good blocked by Joey.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's going to paint the top of the zone at 102, striking out Kierstad. 1 down.
Now it's Trent
What's up, Limbo? What's going on, dude?
He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
How are things in your neck of the woods, my guy?
Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015.
Trent Grisham also looking at 100 career home runs as his milestone. I'd prefer not to give it to him.
Right through there for a strike.
By the way, don't know where Cedric Mullins went. I know he's not on the O's anymore. Giants better than the Cubs? No. I don't think so.
Strike 3.
Grisham strikes out looking, 2 down. They're both good. That's true.
So the lineup flips over.
They got such similar records. I mean, that's probably actually a very factual statement. They're both good. Cubs keep having the injury bug bite them, though.
Right now,
Jesus.
I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit.
Amaya's got no bleach strain now.
You might as well take all 3 swings.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
More guys
they DFA'd Julian Merriweather today, finally. God, I was so happy about that.
Ball.
They took 2 or 3 against us. Yeah, you haven't beat us in the playoffs, though.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive.
Yeah, I saw Verlander went on the IL. What happened to him? Is it his shoulder?
Fans another.
Well, we have found a hole in their swing. Fastball up. Strikes out the side.
Command in that one.
Cubs gonna fix their bullpen. They're trying.
That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
I don't know, man. I'll be honest. I have no idea. I mean, Pomeranz has actually been okay. Keller's been fine. Flexen's been okay too. I mean, the Cubs have more good than bad in their bullpen, but it seems like when it goes bad, it goes bad.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Don't talk about playoffs. I got you. I got you. There's your standings. Central, we're leading the Central by 8.5. The Orioles are technically tied for second, just a half game back of the Rays, tied with the Red Sox, and the Yankees are lurking behind them.
The pitch.
Oh, that ball tattooed right field. Looks like it's going to be off the wall. And it is off the wall. Reynolds will stroll into second base. Leadoff double. Just missed it. Just missed it.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously
Randy Rodriguez. Yeah, he did really good against the Cubs, I think, right, when he pitched against him in that series. Yeah, Giants got one of the best bullpens. For sure.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, O'Neal Cruz. And immediately
so here's Cruz 0 for 1. He's looking for career home run number 100 as well.
Over 70%. That's well above league.
Be nice to get it here.
That's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one outside. And now it's even
Rodriguez
1-1.
Working quick. Yeah, he did.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Go bottom screen. Giants beat the Cardinals 4-1. Love to see it. Love to see it. 1-2 to Cruz. Cruz still can't hit anything at that bottom left corridor of the zone. Can't hit nothing there, even if it's in the zone.
He set him up with the high fastball, and then
he strikes out. One down.
Low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating
good timing too.
combination.
Just he has a hole in his swing right there, I guess. I don't know.
That one
98 by Grayson Rodriguez, fastest pitch he's thrown tonight.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Porter Hodge is the starter for the Rangers? What? I just see that right.
Swings through that
well, Grayson Rodriguez is cruising right now.
At the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone.
Attaboy, Joey Bart, right field. That will get down. We're going to wave in Reynolds. Throw offline. Pirates get on the board first. Who else but Joey Bart? RBI single.
The other way, you feel really good about what you did at the
One for the good guy.
You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh,
boy, Joey.
Griffin Conant fly to left his first time.
Yeah, there's going to be very little offense. Grayson Rodriguez, I talked about him before we started the game. He's been decent overall, but he's been kind of in a slump. So I'm hoping we're catching him at a bad time, but he's pitching well. Dotting his I's and crossing his T's, if you know what I'm saying.
Up and in, 2-1.
Griffin Conine. This offense has been fantastic over the last couple episodes.
Yeah, a swing and a miss there.
Last episode, Brian Reynolds had 3 home runs. We'll take that any day of the week.
Missed with a changeup, and now 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Griffin Conine. 1 on and 1 in.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
What you got going on the rest of your weekend, Limbo? I know it's already Sunday where you're at.
And ball 4 to a board.
Take your base.
We'll take that. That should have been strike 3, but we'll take it.
Andy Rodriguez, the next Pirate to hit. Fly to left his first time.
All right, first and second, one down. Good opportunity to get another run here.
That's outside. Ball 1.
Please win, Giants. I wonder if the Nationals are ever going to do anything with that core that they got going on over there. I watched that game the other day against the Braves where Robert Hassel III made his debut.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Got planned this weekend? Nothing, man. Work tomorrow. Don't know if Vanessa has anything planned for us to do, anything or not, so we'll find out. But, nah, man, nothing too thrilling going on this weekend.
Stays
alive. Andy fouled off. Yeah. That whole core they got over there is going to be nice if they play well, you know.
2 on, 1 out.
That's a ground ball. Manzardo over to.
Across the second. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Well, they had the chance.
Don't know what happened there.
But I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand.
Henderson.
They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level.
I sincerely don't know what happened there. I was convinced that was going to be a double play. I don't know if Rodriguez just didn't get to the bag or not. He just stopped. He might have stopped because Henderson's throw was bad, but yeah, there you go. We catch a break. Don't want the work week to start? Yeah.
But it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
And now here is Termarr Johnson. And that's
fielding mix up, yeah, State. I agree. What's up, man? My spelling sucks, dude. My English sucks. Okay. We'll consider it a draw. How about that?
And that is out.
Termarr Johnson 0 for, or sorry, he's down 0-2. He does have a hit tonight. Another hit would be nice.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Top half of inning number 4.
He will not get a hit here. That changeup has got us tied up in knots.
But they pick up 1 run on the RBI
Joey Bart
single.
gets us on the board.
It's now a 1-0
RBI single, 1-0 Buccos. We go bottom 4 in this pitcher's duel.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check
out
the
God,
latest
I don't want to
news
see Austin
from around the
Riley
league.
ever again. I don't want to see that name pop up ever. Such a cheat code. All right, here's Westberg leading it off here in the 4th inning.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes
hey,
on,
you know what? I think your assessment was very fair. I'm surprised he's hitting as well as he is.
Can't do much of anything with those locations. And
but Nick Gonzalez comes off the IL in a couple of days. So between episodes, I'll have to make some kind of roster move. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have 3 options. And I don't know which option I'm going to choose. So, as soon as I make that decision, I'll let you guys know.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge.
Oh, Saturday Night's Main Event's going on tonight?
Keep working the corners.
I did not know that.
And expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Oh man, 103. Paul Skenes.
Looked like he reached
6 strikeouts for Skenes. How's the event so far, State?
Miles per hour through the zone. No chance of touching that one.
All right.
Yeah, next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson.
103.
Flying to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Now we got to deal with Henderson.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
No balls, 1 strike.
Alrighty. Let's keep her going, Skenes. You're doing great, man. Oh, boy.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
Let's see if he's willing to use
I feel like they're on the fastball. They're just not hitting it for some reason.
The Orioles trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Oh, I meant to choose the curve, not the sweeper. My bad.
Gets a piece and stays
By the way,
alive.
we if you haven't missed, or if you did miss it, I should say, we promoted our #1 prospect, who's also the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Danny Odell is now in AAA Indianapolis. He is one step closer from making it to the majors.
Fires over to first.
As Hayes throws out Henderson, 2 down.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1.
So good stuff out of the minor leagues. A lot of our top prospects are playing to potential right now.
Outside low, and that's ball 1.
It's outside 1-0. Aren't you wrestling John Cena tonight? But there's no way that they're going to make R-Truth beat Cena, right?
That one missed.
There's absolutely no chance, right?
Challenging both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything.
Do I think Skenes going to get traded in real life? No,
you may just have to
absolutely
be patient and take your walk here.
No, these mock trades that they're talking about, no.
2 outs.
Skenes has way too much team control. They're not going to let that go.
Right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but
I really find it discouraging that they're already pushing that narrative of he should be traded.
Wow. Swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Tyler O'Neill with probably one of the worst swings I've ever seen. I do Cena dirty.
That's foul off to the right side.
Are you going to Eddie Guerrero him, State? Like you're going to toss him a chair and then fall like that? That would be hilarious.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Giants should go after Skenes. Dude, you better clean out your farm system. Holy smokes. I think we talked about that in the last episode of like how he would clean out a farm system if he were to be traded right now.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it
Tyler
again.
O'Neill is making me nervous.
Open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Where are we going to throw you? You're kind of hitting everything. Except for that, 3-2, good at bat for Tyler O'Neill.
Wow, this guy's really
I would Eddie G him
up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on.
Oh boy.
Lifted in
Fly ball, left
field.
field. The wind's going to absolutely kill any ball hits left field today.
And that'll do it.
Simpson will make the catch. Good at bat by O'Neill, but nothing to show for it. Skenes continues to roll on. 4 innings in the books. We are up by 1. Giants not going to clean it out. Dude, no team's going to clean it out.
Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
No team's going to clean it out, right? With all due respect to Paul Skenes, any team would be crazy to empty their farm system for him right now.
Rodriguez back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
He's been throwing that fastball so much, and now he's slowly throwing that changeup more. Wow. Should have been a strike, 1-1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a
Cubs not get desperate, dude.
Missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked.
I'm not going to disagree with you. The Cubs are one more starting pitcher injury away from having a bad day.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And a breaking ball misses outside.
The good news is Shota, I think, is coming back soon. And Hayes, off the glove of the third baseman. I forgot who that was at third. Forgive me. And Hayes is going to be blessed with a hit.
Paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch.
Is that Westberg at third?
He got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get it and find a hole.
No. What? Who is that?
And stepping in,
yeah, that is Westberg at third.
Speedy Billy Cook. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first.
A rare miscue by Jordan Westberg. An even rarer hit by Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Fastball for a strike.
Showed him and Aga the GOAT. I'm telling you, he's been good, man. He's been good. I wish Craig Counsell would stop messing with his timing, though. There's been 2 separate times in 2 years where Counsell has given him an extra day of rest.
Runner at first with no
and
outs
then
here.
Shota's next 2 starts after that extra day of rest were bad.
There's a swing and a
Billy
drive.
Cook hits that high, deep right field. Killed at the wall.
And he makes the catch.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Webb is actually GOAT. PCA is GOAT.
Turns over, and now the Pirates lead off.
PCA best player in baseball right now. Period. Has nothing to do with my Cubs bias.
And it's 1-0.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
On the ground,
Simpson, that ball hit real slowly. They're not going to double hook Simpson.
And that's all they'll get.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping
the
ball out of the air. Lets the defense
haven't turned a double play yet.
Another ground ball. Good execution.
Brian Reynolds here.
Webb under contract till 29. Do you think that's how long the Giants' window is? Until 29? Or do you think they'll find a way to extend that window? The playoff window is what I'm talking about. Boy, Rutschman's got a good arm behind the plate. I don't think we're going to run on this. They absolutely know we're going to run, though.
Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Keegan Aiken is up and throwing for Brandon
So Keegan
Hyde.
Aiken warming up. Robert Stevenson
throwing.
also warming up. Keegan Aiken has one of the best relievers in the league right now in this franchise. So the O's absolutely have a good team here.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first,
longer.
He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for
2-1 to Brian Reynolds.
There goes the runner.
There goes Simpson.
Cut on and missed.
And he's going to slide second.
That was not close.
20 stolen
20
bases.
stolen bases for him this season.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second.
And Reynolds left field. That will drop in. We're going to wave around Simpson. Here's the throw home. It's offline. 2-0. Pirates. Brian Reynolds staying hot, baby.
Scoring position, come through with the base knock, you add a run.
That's small baseball right there. Good stuff.
So 2 down at the plate for Pittsburgh.
Love to see that.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'll be fair, Limbo. I think... I really think the Cubs' playoff window is smaller than what a lot of people think it is. Because we have a good farm system. But I don't know, man. I really don't think they're going to extend Tucker. Especially now with PCA. Especially with them allegedly having talks with PCA already. So I don't think Tucker's going to be back next year. I don't know. It's so hard to say.
That one
Cruz, right center field. That's going to drop in and go over the wall.
And that's an automatic
that
double.
Saves a run.
That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy.
It does increase his hitting streak.
Pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this.
Yeah, Tucker, he's young. He's on a one-year deal. I don't think Tucker's that young. How old is Kyle Tucker? Isn't he 29, 30?
Swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely
How old is Kyle
right
Tucker?
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Grayson Rodriguez departs, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close.
Oh, he's 28 years old. Okay.
After the break. So
yeah,
a
he's
new
pretty
arm
young.
out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken.
Still pretty early in the ball
he's
game.
Pretty, yeah, he's pretty young.
Has some work to
but he's going to demand so much money. I really don't think. I really don't think the Cubs are going to extend him. Now I will say.
So 2 on with 2 away. This is Joey Bart.
This is the last year of Jed Hoyer's contract. So I will be interested to see if the Cubs bring Jed Hoyer back next year. So Keegan Aiken in, by the way. Here's Keegan Aiken, 31-year-old, 75 overall. He's been a really good reliever out of the bullpen for these Orioles. A 4-2 record with a 2.5 ERA, 45 innings pitched for the 31-year-old lefty. Fastball, slider, and circle change. Interesting decision to bring him in against Joey Bart. Attribute-wise, Joey Bart hits a lot better against lefties.
But he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field
Cubs
gap
fans
in
would be
these
pissed if you don't
situations.
re-sign him. Yeah, I mean, I think Cubs fans need to lower their bar a little bit, man, and that's coming from a Cubs fan.
Just missed.
I really don't think they're going to re-sign Tucker.
Two on, 2 outs.
Or if they do, it'll be like the last thing Jed Hoyer does. I don't know.
Count now 2-1.
I've been wrong before.
This one in the air, right field.
Joey Bart, right field, and that will be caught.
And that is that.
Nice job by Keegan Aiken. But Brian Reynolds
1 run in the inning on this base hit.
gets Chandler Simpson home.
Major League Baseball is on
2-0 Pirates. That's why I like having Chandler Simpson at the top of the lineup. If we can get him to second base, good chance he comes to score.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Check out your playoff picture for the American League so far. Twins, Rays, and A's leading their division. Wild card, Guardians, Red Sox, and O's. And then they're in the hunt. You got the Yankees, the Astros, Tigers, and I guess the Angels. I don't know.
That's a little bit low.
You know, these Orioles,
Michael Ashley either be the Cubs general manager. Oh, the Rockies can have him.
So far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable.
I'm kind of okay with Jed Hoyer being the general manager. He's made some pretty high-brain moves, but he's also made some pretty dumb moves. I don't know. Every GM's done that, but I would rather keep Hoyer than test anyone else. I'll put it that way.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 and 2's the count.
One and two. Cubs might offer something decent. I think they will too, State, but I'm going to be honest. I think they're more interested in extending PCA than they are Tucker.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I mean, that makes sense, though. I mean, I would rather extend PCA than Kyle Tucker. Just for the fact alone he's younger. I mean, that alone is good enough for me.
On the ground
ball, Hayes will grab this one.
The throw to first.
Throws out Rutschman, one down here in the fifth.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground.
Love Posey as your GM, dude.
Kyle Manzardo, the next to hit for the
I
Orioles.
think Posey's doing a fine job.
With a single so far.
My amateur, very amateur, had know nothing about it opinion.
Fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Do I think they'll extend Ramos? I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know enough about Ramos to give an answer.
Pretty rare location right there.
You would have to fill me in on more about Ramos.
I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
I don't know enough to probably even answer that question. Oof.
Swing and a miss.
That's disgusting.
Bart collects, fires to first.
Bart will throw out Manzardo. Paul Skenes cruising right now, 7 Ks.
There's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Posey hurt better than Barham.
Digging in, Colton Cowser.
You got to admit, though, it's nice to have a former MLB player that's been with that team as your GM, though. I know David Ross as a manager didn't work out that well.
I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything
you don't write 6.
That,
no, you don't have to. No.
They should be
you don't have to write
good
paragraphs
to get to the finish line.
Give me a letter grade, Limbo. Give me a letter grade on speed, defense, offense, and base running. Give me a letter grade on each of those. Because I don't know really anything about Ramos.
2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Elliot Ramos. Yeah, I know who Elliot Ramos is. I just don't exactly know enough about him.
And down on strikes.
A B+ overall.
It's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail things here 2-0.
It would be nice to keep him in that lineup with Matt Chapman, right?
Back now at Oriole Park. Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine.
It would be nice to keep him in that lineup. But then again, if you're the Giants, you have to keep up with the Dodgers any way possible.
2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there.
Heads up. Griffin Conine takes that slider back up the box. Almost taking Aiken.
It made it a lot easier
to come
to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they
7 years. How old is Elliot Ramos?
This is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Andy Rodriguez will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. Splits the plate, strike 1. And you guys are doing a great job keeping up, for real. An Orioles player in a highlight clip. Conine aboard here at first with nobody out. Fought off foul.
Ooh, Ramos is 25. Man. Ooh, how much team control does he have left? Did we already answer that question?
Next pitch just misses. Now 1 and 2.
That's true. Oh, that's tough.
Went back to the fastball and
all right, Rodriguez caught looking, 1 out.
And the batter now, Termarr Johnson.
Here is Tamar Johnson.
Johnson recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
Large eligible in 27. Okay. So he's got some renew years, so to speak. Woo!
And that one fouled off.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it.
I got to say, man, Tamar Johnson, like we said earlier, he's been doing okay. He's hitting 257 in the last 35 at-bats. I mean, not bad for a rookie. I mean, we'll take it. Not really a lot of production to show for it, but he's only 22. He's a 69 overall. He'll get there. It's nice to see his defense has already gone up. I believe when he made his debut, his fielding was at 72. I'll have to go back and look at the card that I put in the Discord, because when I uploaded that card to the Discord, that was the attributes of when he got called up. So I'm pretty sure some things have changed. Oh, there was a baseball thing going on. Dadgummit. Anyway, sorry.
We'll see if he can keep it up.
I do think Johnson has issues against left-handed pitchers. But he's 22.
On the ground, could be 2.
So
he flips it to second.
Can't really judge him based on, you know, these very handful of games. As Aiken, speaking of the devil, rolls him into a double play.
In the bottom of the 6th. It's the Pirates 2.
2-0. Let's go bottom 6.
Back here in Baltimore, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth and leading off the bottom of the 6th.
But yeah, going back to Nick Gonzalez coming off the IL. He comes off the IL in about a week. So we have 3 choices we can make. We can send Tamar Johnson back down to the minors, which don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to be completely honest. Here's Stad, left field, foul ball.
And that is a foul.
We could send Johnson down. We could send Peguero down, but he would have to clear waivers, and I guarantee you somebody will claim him. Or we DFA Vargas. Those are our 3 options.
Down and
1-2 to Kierstad.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And
that ball right field. Conine. Win pushing that ball.
He's got it.
We'll grab it. 1 down here in the 6th inning. That wind blowing in is killing all these fly balls. We're getting lucky.
Now here's Trent Grisham. His righty-lefty splits there.
So here's Trent Grisham.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
I think it's safe to say we got Paul Skenes back on track.
0-2 now.
There's a lot of swings and misses
here.
here.
Got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Ground ball, Hayes.
Throws to first.
There's him out. 2 down here in the 6th.
That takes care of Grisham.
So we're a week before the All-Star break. We do have some representatives that will probably be in the game. But I don't, like I said, I just don't have any interest in playing the All-Star game.
Foul ball. Holiday, 23 years old.
I hate to sound so lame, but I just
wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10
the All-Star game's just not fun to me.
10
I hate to say that, but it's just not fun to me.
That misses.
1-1.
And 1-1.
One to Jackson Holiday.
pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Oh, boy.
That's 101 from Skenes.
6 innings in the books for Skenes, and he is
they're down 2-0.
Cruising, only giving up 1 hit. 6 innings in the books. We got a 2-0 lead.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Stevenson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
John, if you're still here, I saw your tweet you put earlier saying how you could see your team getting swept by the White Sox. That's a harsh statement. Robert Stevenson in, by the way. Signed. Didn't even play last year. He was signed by the Orioles on a 1-year deal. Pretty good steal for them. Slider, fastball, curveball for the 34-year-old righty. It's been good out of the bullpen.
And there's a ball.
That's low.
Brian Hayes still hitting 227. Just, I'm starting to think that his time as our third baseman is coming to an end.
Next offering is fouled back.
Still love the glove for Brian Hayes, but just don't love the bat.
Not even close.
Yeah, that's what he said in the tweet.
2-1.
He says he could see a scenario where the O's could be swept by the White Sox.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty
Bronson Reed.
Corner.
That one misses.
Right.
So a lead off.
Good bat by Hayes, a little bit of luck.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Up next for the Pirates, Billy Cook. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris.
All right, so Billy Cook. We got to talk about Billy Cook as well. Hitting 258 in the last 31 at-bats. 4 RBIs. He's walked twice, struck out 6 times. No home runs, but I don't expect him to hit a lot of home runs. But 258 over his last 31 at-bats is a lot better than what he has been doing. He's still hitting under 200, which obviously that's not what we want. But the question is this just a down year for Billy Cook? Or is this what we're going to expect from him from now on, right? Because the answer to that question will determine if he's going to be an everyday starter next year or if he's going to go back to being a utility guy. You know, he's a D potential. He's 64 overall. Don't think he's going to get much better. But at the same time, I mean, I know the numbers don't look good this year, but we've seen what he can do. And I don't want to give up on him already.
Preventing runs from
we do have
scored.
To see
this guy
him
is
do
a
something.
Big contributor. And a foul ball.
I'm hoping we can work on that vision.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you
I've got the training set on his vision,
especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Here's your 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
It's not a pretty swing there. 0-2 to Billy Cook.
But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Keeps the at-bat going with a
very
foul
much
ball.
utility guy. I agree. I mean, he is, but we got two D potential players on our everyday lineup right now. With him and Simpson. And I know they're not hitting very well, but their defense and speed is, I think, making up for it. Or Billy Cook strikes out again.
Pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play, but that's how you do it. Keep him off balance.
Especially since we moved Cruz back to shortstop.
Now the left fielder, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the ground to third.
Foul
That
ball.
rolls
Oh,
foul.
we got lucky there. Simpson hitless in this series so far, 0 for 7. Brian Hayes still at first, 1 out. I think Simpson for sure, though, he offsets that low average. When he does get on base, he's pretty much guaranteed to take second.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
But yeah, I definitely like the utility for Cook. He plays everywhere, and he plays it well.
He stays alive. The 0-2.
Wow.
Struck him out without a swing. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly
Courtesy call by
strike
the
free.
umpire. Simpson strikes out on a tough pitch. It does paint the corner, so I guess that is a strike. Good pitch by Stevenson.
A little bit because there was no budge at all.
2 down.
Now it's going to be Brian Reynolds.
Here comes Reynolds.
Late on that fastball.
Party on that one.
0-1.
By the way, if you guys are, appreciate you guys watching, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, or you're watching the replay on Twitch, or the VOD or whatever on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe if you want. No pressure.
Pitch misses.
I'm pretty much a franchise guy. Play the occasional random game, but pretty much MLB The Show.
Good job to fight that one off.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Brian Reynolds. Already has an RBI tonight.
2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
As Eric Sims says, slider, 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 slider. There's only a second one though.
Ball.
Oh boy, 2-2. Man,
looking, that's a strikeout. So no runs.
we gotta start swinging
at
at those pitches.
The leadoff walk, and that does it.
He is giving him that corner.
Time. It's the Pirates 2 and the Orioles nothing.
Stevens strikes out the last 2 hitters. Nothing doing for your Pirates. Let's go bottom of the 7th. Skenes going back out. At least for now.
Bottom of the 7th, down the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
He's only at 77 pitches. Moreta would be a good candidate here. We're going to warm him up. Why can I not look at their player card? Why for player card? Okay. Interesting. Ooh. Westberg trying to bunt it.
And foul ball.
No dice there. I mean, they have only 1 hit. I don't blame them for trying to bunt.
Left field.
Westberg will fly out to Simpson.
Brings
1 down.
And there's 1 down. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor.
Here's
in
Gunnar
his game.
Henderson. Okay, that's a ball now. Good to see.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it,
wow,
they make
2-0, huh? Okay.
Balls, no strikes.
Should be 0-2.
This part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits.
Umpire is
so
a solid 10 out of 10 umpire.
Let the pitcher
here.
walk you if he will.
He swung at ball 3. That's a shame. I'm going to go back to that sinker. Oh boy.
Well, pretty
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Deep right there, but you
Paul Skenes back in the count here. And we're going to utilize that corner. We'll get Henderson caught looking 2 down. Skenes with 10 Ks on the night.
Extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters
Joey
are not
Bart
going to
phases the umpire.
He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
101.
Stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. That's in there.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at
This will probably be
He's thrown
Skenes'
strikes
last
on the
hitter,
first
I
pitch
think.
to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
His pitch count's okay, but his endurance is not great.
2 down, nobody on. A little out front there as he swings
Bender
through.
0-2.
Just an outstanding
Can I help
job
you? No,
of
just
spinning
looking. What's
the
up,
baseball, moving it around,
Maddie? What are you up to,
doing
man?
what he does.
I know you've been lurking around.
Outside.
No, that's outside.
Now
Ball.
1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect.
You enjoying
in a
your
0-2
4-day
count.
weekend?
Excellent job of the
Jealous.
hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that one misses
Inside,
up
2
and
and 2.
in. The
Just
count
lurking
now
around.
2-2.
Just lurking around. Ground ball, Skenes. Nice play, nice throw.
That's out number 3.
Pitchers are athletes. Retires the side.
Check there. They're still down. It's 2-zip.
7 innings in the books. Yeah, 85 is good. I'm just talking about stamina bar. It's in the yellow. I worry that's when some of their break goes away.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Phil Maton.
Just trying to keep this one close.
I see Yo Light
here.
put out
This is
another
where a
video
bullpen
for his
can
Angels
give their players a
franchise.
chance to fight back into the
I'll have to
game.
watch it tonight.
So digging in, O'Neill.
I gotta say, man, everyone's
1 for
franchise
3.
content is so good this year. I found so many like new franchise people I've never seen before, and I'm enjoying their content, and I want to keep up. I want to be good like that.
Down and away for ball 1.
1-0 to O'Neill Cruz. We're going against Phil Maton.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
That nasty curveball he's got. Here's a look at Phil Maton, 33-year-old righty, 70 overall. He's got a cutter, curve, sweeper, sinker, and a slider. A lot of C's and a lot of S's. Maybe some A-plus material here. It's been A-plus out of the bullpen for the Orioles on his 1-year contract, formerly with the Angels. Good for them. Went to an eye appointment on Thursday. Nothing changed, so that's good. Dude, I'm afraid to go to the eye doctor again.
1-1.
Just pay to tell someone I'm blind.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so
Cruz,
much
1 and
drop
2.
in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak
I got
contact
PGA
with
career
balls
mode
on the
today.
ground,
Nice.
he gets swings and misses.
35 or 6 sitting in the chamber. Put him out. Need stuff to watch.
Right side. And it goes just
Stay, there was a
foul.
video that popped up in my shorts feed today, and I guess you made it last year of you. Hold on a second. Let me.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first.
All right, tough night for O'Neill Cruz. We will not see career number 100 out of him.
Location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least.
But it was a video of you like recording Taylor Ward's home run, and your cat was like judging you or something.
I felt like
it was really
a
funny.
moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
They were pretty hilarious. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to need AJ Puck out here. Maybe we let Skenes face Rutschman, and then we bring in Puck. That's what I think. All right, one out here in the 8th inning. O'Neal Cruz, career home run number 100, will have to wait for another day.
Bart stands in here, leaves that one off
Here's
the
Joey
inside.
Bart. He's got one of our 2 RBIs, or one of our 2 runs, I should say.
Away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Just gets a piece of that one. Cats are very judgmental. Mine are just annoying. I love my cats, but they are annoying. Joey Bart takes that sinker the other way. 2 hits on the night for Joey Bart. God, Joey Bart's been such an asset to this team, man. He's a free agent at the end of the year.
Next to the plate for Pittsburgh,
gonna make have to make some tough decisions.
Strike 1.
Here's Conine. 1 for 2 with a single.
Bart stands at first with 1 out.
How's the job going, State?
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He's swinging at everything now. That cutter is
right out of the box.
too good.
The smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strike.
Well, that's in the bad one.
Nice job behind the plate there.
You hear people talk about letting the
2 down. We're not going to talk about that at bat. Here's Andy Rodriguez.
Right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side,
and he is going to ground out.
They take the force out.
So an 0 for 4 night for Indy.
So
nothing doing for Pittsburgh.
But they're on top 2-0.
Bottom of the 8th we go. You know the score.
And we're back.
You started a new job?
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
You started a new job? Congratulations, man.
Skenes back to work.
I'm assuming that's what you wanted, so I'm preemptively saying.
1 ball, no strike.
Fly ball right field. Conine running in, and Conine will grab it.
Takes it in for the out.
All right, and that's going to be it. We're going to go to the bullpen.
First baseman Kyle Manzardo.
Oh, well, shoot, man. I had no idea. I'm sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Sandy Alomar Jr. coming out.
Paul Skenes
signaling for the lefty.
2-run ball game as he heads
Paul
for the dugout,
Skenes.
and we'll be back with a new
I mean,
pitcher.
are we really surprised Skenes had an outing like this? I'm not. Now it's up to the bullpen to keep it going.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, AJ Puck.
AJ Puck.
These are the spots relievers
Your cats are
really
too.
make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin
How many
for
cats
error,
do you
but
got,
at the
Des?
same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
There are Puck's numbers. He's been solid. We check him out. 31-year-old lefty, 79 overall fastball, slider, sweeper, sinker, and splitter. We signed him to a 2-year deal in the offseason. Recently, it's been okay. Only 8 innings. The game really hasn't utilized him that much, but we need to put him in a different role, I think. But well, here we go. Kyle Manzardo is his first opponent.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
say anything to anyone about it? I got you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up here. Hope you're not upset with me. I'm sorry.
The Orioles down by a pair here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Yeah, I got fired from GameStop because, well, the official reason was I violated a cell phone policy, which was not true. There's a nasty pitch, gets Manzardo. But I think the real reason was I didn't meet sales the way they wanted me to meet sales. That's what I personally think, but that makes me sound really paranoid when I say it like that.
And that's downstairs and outside.
I think me and Dakota are going to start just a general podcast soon.
A swing and a miss, and
we're working on
strike
that.
one.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated.
I may have to find a way to tell that story because it's.
Go up there and relax.
I think it's a BS scenario. It worked out for the better, but I mean.
The lefty ready and a 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Tell those memberships. No, it was all about the GameStop credit card. That's what they were pushing at that point in time.
Out to short.
Ground ball, Cruz. Throw him out, AJ Puck.
And that will end the
it's all
inning.
2/3 of an inning.
Down for the Orioles.
8 innings in the books.
Here,
You guys know what time it is. Crunch time here in Baltimore. Let's go to the 9th. What's up, Mark? Yeah. I honestly enjoyed my job. When I was with GameStop, I enjoyed my job. I really did. The pay was crap, but at that point in time, I really loved it. I really wish I could see my player card here. I cannot look at these player cards, so that really sucks. But yeah, I enjoyed the job, man.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike
there
one.
was
Movement in the Orioles bullpen.
I have some good stories from GameStop too. I want to tell. There was my first week. There was a guy that threatened to come in there and shoot us. That was a good story. Johnson fouls that offer too.
And that's just foul.
It was an amazing story. There is a hero in that story that was not me, and looking back on it now, I don't know if he probably put my life in more danger, but as Johnson strikes out.
That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and
went out here in the 9th. Tough night for Tamar Johnson.
It's not really meant to move a whole
here's
lot.
Hayes.
You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And Hayes gets a hanging sweeper, center field, hit deep, but the wind will knock it down.
Makes the catch, and there's two
About
down.
second out. Hayes has still had a nice night, though. He's been on base twice, so can't really complain.
2 outs, base is empty. Billy Cook.
But yeah, I loved working at GameStop. I really did.
This one. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing
the
you think about
biggest
is
annoyance
defense,
about
you
the
think about
GameStop
that
job,
great
besides the pay,
I also think
was
the speed.
the
If
ads
he
that
can
they
get
run on
on,
those
that's gonna
TVs
give
in
him
the store
one more thing for that
all
pitcher
the
to
time.
think about.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 down, nobody on.
Those ads
Here
were
at the top
driving me
of the ninth.
crazy.
Foul ball there.
1-2 to Billy Cook. It's been a rough night for him. 0 for 3 with, I think, 2 strikeouts.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
0 for
He's
4.
notched 4 strikeouts now. Down in order, go the
All right,
Pirates.
well, we go down 1,
They're
2,
up
3.
2-0.
We've been really quiet. Let's go bottom 9. Let's bring in David Bednar and see if we can put the O's to sleep.
We're back And
Put
on
him
the
to
mound
bed,
is
baby.
the closer, David
32 out of
Bednar.
36 in saves, ERA 1.9.
Opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead.
He's got to face the rough part of this lineup.
Some of them are just wired different.
Let's go Cubs. What's up, Ray? We check out David Bednar. For those who don't know who he is, righty, 32-year-old, 82 overall, fastball splitter, curveball. He is 32 out of 36 in saves. Just recently passed 200 career saves, so we love to see that. Been solid. He's just been consistent, man. 8 out of his 9 last saves. He's even got a hold in there. Don't know where that came from. But we're going to look to improve that. So game's not over yet. I'm sure we don't want extras, though. So let's have Bednar come in here and have a nice 1-2-3.
Bednar, a former all-star.
Our National League leaders. Martinez leading the way. Alexis Diaz second, and then we are tied with Tanner Scott of the Dodgers.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's nothing
like watching the O's when we pitch, we don't score. When we score, we don't pitch.
Either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls. But
Sean, that frustration you guys had where your offense just can't score no matter what. Oh my gosh, what a play. Andy Rodriguez. Got his Jordans on.
Absolutely crazy.
Robs Kierstad of a hit. 1 down in the 9th.
2 outs away. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
That was beautiful. Good play.
You got the number 9-hole hitter right here.
But yeah, that offense, that lack of offense that you're seeing from your Orioles now, that's what it was like being a Cubs fan from like 2018 to 2021. Look at the hops over here by Indy. Oh, yeah. That's a nice play by the catcher playing first base. Love to see that.
Whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Wow, Ray coming in with a trash talk.
The Pirates trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. And that misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2-0.
You want to blow it up and start the rebuild? Nah, you can't blow it up yet. Not from one bad year. It took the Cubs, like, what, 3 years before they decided to sell everyone off? Turned out it was a big brain move by Jed Hoyer. Right? I mean, come on. Chris Bryant can't stay healthy. Javi Baez is just now getting back in the swing of things.
1 down, base is empty.
Rizzo's a free agent, which shouldn't be a thing.
Grisham
strikes out. We are 1 out away. Wilson Contreras is doing pretty good for the Cardinals. I think he plays first base a lot for them now, doesn't he?
So they're down to their final out.
He's a first baseman in the game. That's what I'm wondering.
3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that
easy there, killer. 1-1. Web jam.
Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th.
Oh, that person's cool. Hope you run into a ditch. I don't know if the mic picked up that huge burnout that just went outside the house there. Anthony's fans say thank you for Anthony Rizzo. Yeah, thank you guys for ruining him. You guys made him play through a concussion. Thanks for ruining one of the coolest dudes in all of baseball.
Final strike. On the ground, and this should do it.
There's a ground ball. Johnson.
Throw to first.
We'll throw him out.
And the Pirates use 3
put him to bed, baby. And raise it. Pirates get the win here in Baltimore. Not really an exciting game, so to speak. Pitcher's duel as we expected.
In terms of defense and pitching, a couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this.
Good O's team, though.
Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so
Paul
long.
Skenes will get his 9th win. Rodriguez gets a tough loss. Bednar, 33 saves now. on the year. I bet you he's going to be in the All-Star game. So. Pretty much plays nothing but first base now. I did not know that. Like, I really did not know he just switched to first base. There's the only hit of the game right there, and I think that was Henderson. Tamar Johnson had our first hit of the game. Rookie continues to swing an okay bat. Joey Bart had 2 hits tonight and an RBI. Love to see it. Brian Reynolds bringing in our other RBI multi-hit game for B-Ray. And then that was about it. Paul Skenes had a great outing. He had 10 strikeouts, I believe, 1 hit, no walks. He was very efficient. Bullpen did their job. That's a win. That is a win. I do think, let's see. Who do you guys think who should be on the thumbnail? I want you guys to pick thumbnail. Which player should be on the thumbnail? And we'll take the mediocre pictures that I use for my thumbnails. Because we're going to do the draft here. We're going to get to the draft. Herrera's the better catcher anyways. Yeah. Is it Ivan Herrera? Is that his name? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Skenes should be it. It's pretty obvious, right? I think I know exactly how we can... I think I know exactly who we can, how we can do this here. Oops. Let's see if we can measure this correctly. I think we'll go with something like this. How's this look? Does this look okay? I mean, I'm not a professional at making thumbnails, obviously. Got Gunnar Henderson and Paul Skenes in the shot, you know. Of course, we want to emphasize Skenes more than Henderson because it's a Pirates franchise. Yeah, we'll go with that. We got to get to a draft. So, good win. The Orioles did not play bad. We just had slightly better pitching, I think. We did waste runners in scoring position. The only hit coming from Kyle Manzardo, excuse me, he had a hit. So, Paul Skenes was close to no-hitting the O's, if you think about it. All right, let's get to the draft. Going into the draft, the primary position we want to look for is a left fielder. That's the primary we're looking for. Other than that, man, I don't necessarily have an idea of what we're going to draft. Just to be completely honest. Now, I don't want to... There's no such thing as, you know, wanting to waste a draft. But we kind of have a lot of good players at a majority of our positions. So, if this draft turns out to be subpar, it's not going to be the end of the world for us. So, there's your standings, by the way. We have a 9-game lead. We are on fire right now. This team is hot, and we are really growing this lead out. Dodgers over first. The Diamondbacks, Giants are still hanging around, 9.5 back, 3-game winning streak, so good to see that. Phillies are leading the East right now, 10 games over the Braves and the Mets, and even the Nationals are trying to battle for second. Marlins are, well, we've already talked about the Marlins, so we're not going to talk about the Marlins anymore. Over in the American League West, check out the A's, 6.5-game lead. They have had the division lead since opening day, so they could be legit. They could absolutely be legitimate. And then the Rangers and Mariners have absolutely fallen off a cliff. Over in the Central, Twins have a 4.5-game lead over the Guardians. Tigers, Royals, and White Sox look to be out of it when it comes to the division. And then in the East, the Rays, Red Sox, and Orioles all within a game. Yankees hanging around. And then the Blue Jays, unfortunately, are slipping back. So if we want to look for a lefty reliever, we do have teams we can look at. You know, Blue Jays, White Sox, Royals, maybe the Tigers, and then the Mariners and Rangers as well. Actually, we'll exclude the Tigers. They're 7.5 games back. We'll exclude the Angels. So pretty much Royals, Blue Jays, Rangers. We have options. We have options. So that's the good news. I'll worry about that off stream, though. Let's go to the draft. Nobody really on the waiver wire I want to look at. Oh, Sean, if you're still here, here's that trade. Oh, we have other trades that happened. Okay, hold on a second. It's a catcher. They traded Carlos Casto to the Cardinals. I know he was a prospect. That I do know. Of course, I went the wrong way. Yeah, he's an 18-year-old, 74 overall, C potential player. Already in the majors, and he's not very good. So, the Orioles really shafted the Cardinals on that play, on that trade, for sure. So, always try to get young trade talent. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. I saw there was more trades that's happened. Let's check out some of these trades because I have not seen these yet. And what I mean, there are some. There's two. Looks like the Mariners are trading off more of their players, or the Marlins. Excuse me. The Marlins have traded away Xavier Edwards to the Padres for starting pitcher Richard Tunick, and then they have also traded away Javier Sanoja and Emeron Boyd to the Mariners for Jackson Kowar. I just don't know what these Marlins are doing. I just don't get it, man. All right, so let's go look at the Marlins. So we need to look at a starting pitcher, and then they got 2 starting pitchers. So do they have a plan? No. You trade like some of your best hitters, so no, you don't have a plan. Hey, there's Solamento. So those Jackson Kowar, he's 30 years old. And you traded Sanoja away for him? Okay, and then there's Tunick. So he's a B potential. 18 years old. 2nd round pick last year. But you traded away Edwards. I mean, I guess you have Starlin Caba that's on the upswing here. But you also traded away Sanoja. You do have Lopez. You do have Christian Campbell. I forgot about that. That one I did forget about. So that could be why they traded Sanoja away, because he wasn't anywhere near what Christian Campbell is. Okay, well, I don't know what the Marlins are doing. It seems like they just can't keep anyone worth a darn. Poor Yuri Perez is stuck here. They did get Casey Mize, though. I mean, Marlin's gonna Marlin. Okay, anyway. Let's go to the draft. The entire of your Switch 2 Pro orders paid off. Dude, that's going to be nice. I'm so happy for you. Alright, so to be honest, we're looking at a couple of left fielders here. One of them is Barrett McFarland. I don't think we'll take him in the first round, even though he's number 2 on our board. He looks solid, but that potential range is still a little too broad. So I don't think we're going to draft him first, especially since he's not even on the draft board. Brett Rice, we kind of scouted him really late. Where's the guy we were looking at? This guy right here, Jason Riser. Riser? Is it Riser? If he is here, he will probably be our first pick. If he's here. It's just so hard to say. Kyle Brown. He's injured, but he would be a later pick. I could have sworn I scouted. I swear, dude, I scouted more left fielders than this. I know for a fact I scouted more than this. But we're going to go ahead and add these guys to the board here. Who else did we scout? I know we scouted some people, though. We did look at some pitchers. We're just kind of going to... We're going to go off what we feel when it comes to pitchers. But not really a strong class here. That's the problem. There's not really a big class of players here. Oops. I don't know where all the pitchers I scouted went. There was some. There's some right there. There's another one. Quentin Charlton is probably one of our top pitching guys that we may draft. He seems like a pitcher that's not going to be a superstar. But once again, not ranked on the draft board. So that makes him a pretty nice target. Luis Quinones. I always have a hard time saying that name. It's been in the game for so long. He's a 6'5 lefty out of the Dominican Republic. He could also be a nice pick later on, even though he is injured. Oh, I don't need that. Come on. I've already got good viewers, man. I don't need to pay for some. Anyway. You guys put up with me enough. Thomas Granger, I did not finish scouting him. But yeah, I really don't know what to do about the starting pitchers here. Brian Kerr, he's 23 though. Oof. Yeah, he's going to be like a lower 50s guy. Austin Gelman. Ramses White would be a decent... Actually, no, he wouldn't. He's probably going to be a B potential. But anyway, you get what I'm saying here. We did scout some relievers as well. Bobby Asensio. Got some velo to him. He's a lefty as well. We're going to add him to the board. I would like to draft at least a reliever at some point. Rocky Davies. This guy looks like someone who's probably going to be already at his potential. But when it comes to a reliever, that's not the worst thing in the world, right? Like, you get a guy that has, if he... It would have to be perfect. But if he comes out... Let's say he comes out with an overall of 73... but his potential is in the 80s. I mean, we could add him to the bullpen next season, So, I think that he is an okay pick. Michael Cobb didn't get to finish scouting him, but could be a nice late inning pick as well. We didn't really look at any closers. Closers are pretty much just a luck kind of thing. So, I don't plan on drafting any closers. We didn't look at catchers because we've got our catching core ready. First base, I probably should scout a first baseman, but I don't think I scouted any first baseman whatsoever. What's up, Ken? Do I play online? I do not, man. I am just a franchise dude. I will play any other game online but sports games. Just a little too toxic for me. And I'm just not that skilled when it comes to online play at baseball games. But how you doing, man? Appreciate you. Let's see what we got here. Hey, YC. We're doing good. We're about to enter the draft. Third base, we scouted a little bit. But with Denny Odell, we definitely don't need a third baseman. Shortstop, we've got O'Neal Cruz. Shall we extend him? But we'll probably try to pick up another shortstop. We mostly scouted outfield. It doesn't show it here. I know I scouted outfielders. I'm not lying to you. But for some reason, it's not showing. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. But yeah, we're going to get into this. We don't really have a lot of players on our board. I don't know who looks good to you guys. I don't know if Barrett McFarland looks like a number one pick. He doesn't really look like a number one pick. I think if I cannot say this guy's name. Jason Reiser. I'll just say Reiser. If he's here, he might be our first pick. But I have a feeling he's not going to be fantastic. You know, that's just my opinion. And then Quentin Charlton, we'll probably need to get him in our 3rd pick if possible. And everything else is kind of just 75 to 87. Ooh, or do we get Quinones? Ooh, who would you guys rather have? This Quinones guy or Charlton? He's a 6'5", 227. This dude's a big guy. He's a big dude. He's got a screwball, too. Shout out to having a screwball. That really makes me want to have him. But then we got a reliever. I think I'll put him over that. And then, other than this, man, we're kind of just going to go from here. I don't really have a plan. I'm just going to be up front with you. Don't have a plan whatsoever. I doubt Riser is going to be there because he's expected to go 5th. We're going to be picking, I think, 10th. So, your next Eric or D1. Okay, yeah, I'll call you D1 if that's okay. I don't know how much you want your personal name out there, but I'll call you whichever one, man. I may call you Eric. I don't know. I'll slip and probably call you each one. It's good to formally meet you, Eric. It really is. I appreciate you, man. I really do. All right, so let's get into the draft here. We had such a good draft last season, though. If we have anything here. What is this? What is that? Okay, sorry. All right, let's go to the draft. Sorry, I've said that like 18 times. So now we're in the draft. Oh, yeah, so we're picking Way at 24. I doubt Riser's going to be there. So we may go ahead and take a risk and get Barrett McFarland. He is 100% scouted. We know he's going to possibly be a high C, but look at that contact, man. He's not going to hit well. He's not going to hit that well, but he'll probably be the first one we get. Charlton, I'm going to guess Charlton's going to be an upper C potential, but that's just a guess for me. Let's just get started. All right. Marlins, Giants, White Sox have the top 3 picks, followed by the Angels and the Cardinals. So let's get into it. Number 1 pick in the 2027 draft. Who do we got? Marlins are going to go with Cameron Weber. Of course, another starter. Jesus Christ. So we scouted him very slightly. Not enough to really make a difference. Got the name through basketball. Oh, okay. So you a baller. You a B-baller. I'm too old to say hip young lingo like that, so I'll just wave my cane and continue on. All right, so good pick here. The San Francisco Giants. What a bum team. Number 2, they will draft Michael Kobayashi, a second baseman out of, I believe, Japan? Can't remember if this is the Japanese player or the South Korea player because there's 2 of these guys in this draft. Didn't scout him. Like I said, we don't really need a second baseman with Tamar Johnson and Connor Griffin. And, you know, we've got some infield depth in our organization. So, good pick by the Giants. He's expected to go 76 in the draft, though. Okay. Here we go. White Sox, number 3. They will select Rob Rosario, a starter. He was expected to go number 1, and he fell to the White Sox. So, good luck, Rob. Yeah, you're gonna need those. You're gonna need that flex in that south side. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna need that too. All right, let's keep going. Like I said, I expect Riser, to not be there. I'm willing to take a risk on Barrett McFarland if he's there. He might not be a great first pick, but, I mean, he's 100% scouted. He looks okay. That power is going to be insane, but he's not going to have a lot of contact. The San Francisco pick is wild, yeah. probably asked you this before, but am I Christian or like religious? I'm not really religious, but I don't mind what your religious intent is. I really don't. I'm just not really that guy. But I'm all for whatever makes you comfortable. You know, everyone sees everything different. So far, Reisler's still there. He's expected to go 10, so we'll see if the Nationals draft him. Dexter Byers goes to the A's. I just want to see if Reisler goes through 10. And then we'll skip to our pick here. Dominic Patel goes to the Nationals. Blue Jays. Ray, what do you think? Blue Jays, what do they need? What do they need? What do they need? 2027. What do they need? Starting pitcher, Brian Black. Brett Rice is gone. He is. Good call. Went to the Angels. That's a good call. That is a good call. I don't think anyone that we've really drafted has gone yet. I mean, Brian Black was an okay guy, but he wasn't anyone that was going to make us go, oh, no, not him. So, Tom Chon. I love that name. Starter. Ted Novickis. So the Mets chose Isaac Elam. Okay, so Reiser is still there. No, I'm perfectly happy, Eric. I appreciate your concern, though, my dude. Chad Camp. Oh, the Kansas City Royals get a Chad. Good starter. Lucius Morales, another starter, goes to the Reds. Cubs. I swear I'll skip all these picks. I just want to see what everyone's first round is. Dude, Reiser's still there. Should I be concerned that Reiser has fallen this far? He was expected to go number 5. Should I be concerned? Should I pick him or should I stick with McFarland? McFarland's not even on the draft board for a lot of these teams. Ooh, boy. Okay. Oh, we're 3. Watch the Diamondbacks get him. I guarantee the Diamondbacks are going to get him. This game knows when I want a player. Okay. Grayson Vega, catcher for the Tigers. Oh, let's see what the Diamondbacks get. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I swear to God, they're going to get him. I freaking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The Diamondbacks get Reiser right before. I freaking knew it. Oh, Jesus. This game, man. It knows when I want somebody. Okay, well, that stinks. That sucks. When do we pick next here? We don't pick again until 60. Barrett, yeah. I'm gonna take a risk, and we're gonna go Barrett McFarland, I think. I kind of like the way the board is. I don't expect any of these guys to be here. So our first pick in the 2027 draft, we are going to select the left fielder, Barrett McFarland. Yeah, watch him be generational. Dude, I swear, you're probably hit the nail on the head. All right. Barrett McFarland, left fielder out of Massachusetts. Welcome to Pittsburgh. Your potential looks pretty good. Crazy to make your first pick, not even on the draft board. But he's second on our board, so our scouts saw something. So let's hope they're right. So, that's the way it goes. Hey, you right, man. You right. I was amazed he wasn't. Let me make sure I got that. I was amazed he wasn't taken sooner. Okay, good. That stayed. Awesome. I just wanted to be different. Reiser's a 60 home run guy. He's gonna be in Arizona though. Is he really gonna hit a lot of home? He's got some power though, dude. Oh my God, this dude's gonna be amazing. He doesn't have an arm or any accuracy, but he can play his position pretty well. That's a big outfield in Arizona, though. I don't know. We'll have to check on him. I'm going to need help keeping his name in my head. Did somebody else go and I was not paying attention? No. No, somebody else went. Who went? Oh, stop it. Or am I just ridiculous right now? All right, so I think we're going to go even riskier here. And I think we're going to go with Quentin Charlton as our next pick. We'll go ahead and get our starters out of the way. Opted out of the doctor exam? Yeah. Yeah, you got to be a little shaky about that. But we'll see. He's not injured, though. That doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't mean it's bad. Eric, you're probably going to be right, man. And I'm going to be like, you called it. What a tease. What an absolute tease. Be worried about the fact that your guy opted out of the doctor exam. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, you know, we'll see. Let's see who we got here. So, we could go ahead and get this reliever, but I think we can wait until our actual... Oh, man. Now, I have seen the game take... we have two pitchers that's not ranked. I really want Quentin Charlton to be our next pick. I like that screwball, dude. That screwball is his best pitch, too. We'll see. So if Charlton's there, we're going to take him. Let me add some actual position players here. Or should I just wait? Let's just wait. We're going to get Charlton, hopefully. And then we're going to go with Davies next, I think. I kind of like Davies better than I do Asensio. I'm probably making a bad mistake there. Oh, I don't like his pitch mix. He's 21. Asensio's 19. He's a 55. He's a 73. I may just go ahead and go Davies. If he's there, we're going to go Davies after that. Cobb is not all the way scouted, so that's why he's at the bottom. Can you trade up picks? You cannot, sadly. It'd be nice if you could, though. It'd be nice, you know. Yeah, man. Of course, it's a good question. A lot of the other sports do it. You think baseball would jump on board and do it. All right. What is this name? Oh, that looks like a nice player. Okay. Astros. White Sox went with another starter. The White Sox have made 2 starting pitchers. The Marlins went and got another starter as well. Okay. Interesting decision. Tim Haney. He opted out of his contract. Okay. I could expect Haney to be a power hitter, so. Eric, man, I appreciate you, dude. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time, all right? Much love to you. I mean that. Have a good weekend. Let's just go ahead and skip to our next pick. You guys want to skip to the next pick? Or do we want to watch real quick? We've got such a good wave of prospects coming up in our organization. We've got one at catcher and Sam Senecord. We're kind of weak at first base, but we got Theo, however you say the guy's name, Menonopoulos. Second base, we got Tamar Johnson. We have O'Neal Cruz at short. Shall he get extended? Third base, of course, Danny Odell, who's going to carry this team. He is the future face of the franchise, period. Right field, we've got Chris O'Neal, who we drafted last year. Left field, hopefully, we'll find our left fielder here. Center field is pretty much the only position we don't necessarily have anyone. Unless you got to go to bed, we can watch the draft. Okay, hey, I'm cool with that. I've been going to bed at 11:30 recently instead of 11. So, all right, we are on the clock. So, Quentin Charlton is there. And I think we draft him. He is a big dude, 6'5", 227 out of Missouri. Not ranked on the board. We're going to go crazy. We're going to draft 2 players. Our first 2 picks are going to be 2 players that's not probably on anyone's board. He cannot field worth a darn. His reaction's really bad, but he's a pitcher. I want him to pitch. So we're going to see what we got here. I don't think this will be a big hit, but even if he's a C potential, I mean, we'll take it. So Quentin Charlton, welcome to Pittsburgh, baby. I don't trust my capture at times. So he is 20 years old, so that tells me his overall could be a little higher than a 68. Maybe. I'm going to guess that his overall at this moment is a 70. That's just my guess. I have nothing to guess for that, but that's just what I'm thinking. So next pick is 71. So if Rocky Davies is here, he will be our next pick. Oh, I just don't like that pitch mix, but he can allegedly strike a lot of people out. What are you guys thinking? You thinking Davies here, or do we want to go Asensio? Asensio has better pitch mix, man, but I really like the fact that Davies could be ready now, but he could also be a player that's already hit his max. Let's see. Fastball, changeup, slider, curveball. Typical. He is a lefty, which I would like. Rocky Davies is a right. His name's Rocky Davies. He's from Colorado. I mean, it's destiny for him to be a Colorado Rocky. Has decent velo, though. He's mostly scouted. Yeah, I work Sundays. Sundays usually aren't that bad, though, for me. I'll admit. They're not that bad. I think after we get Davies, we may look at some position players. It's not like it's 15 minutes. Yeah, you're right. Hugo Nair. What a name. I bet you that dude's going to be a D potential. Watch all my picks be D potentials. You guys will laugh at me. All right. We are on the clock. Let's go ahead and get our reliever out of the way here. I like Rocky Davies. There are some better, possibly some better pitchers out there, but they were not scouted. So I don't know how reliable these are. Michael Yoshida, there's the other guy I was thinking of. He was a reliever. We did draft him, or we did scout him a little bit. I'm going to add him to the board, but I would rather go with the guy that we have scouted. I think Rocky Davies could be a guy that's already hit his potential, but that's not the worst thing in the world. He's a reliever, and I think the reliever class this offseason is not going to be fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just draft Rocky Davies. 6'2", 214 out of Colorado. Destined to be a Rocky, but he's going to Pittsburgh. Rocky Davies, welcome. Pleasure to have you. You look so thrilled to be here. You bum. All right. 101 is our next pick. Let me look at some first baseman here. I did not scout any first baseman whatsoever. So we are going to be winging it. We are going to be winging it. I'll tell you what. We are going to be flying high, baby. Elvin Castro. He's probably going to be like a 40 overall. There's just no first baseman with decent overalls that I like. Sam Cortez is 23. I just don't see anything. This dude has 1 power. Miguel, go back to your desk job, my dude. You'll probably get drafted, but just go back to your desk job. there's just no first baseman I'm in love with. I think we're gonna not draft a first baseman. We're good at second. We're good at third. I wouldn't mind looking for possibly a shortstop. Jeffrey Chipper. I like that name. Dude's injured though. Ooh, he is injured. That's not what we want. Now, like I said, I didn't scout really any of these guys, so we can't really take any of this with a. Well, we do have to take it with a grain of salt. This dude has a possibility of a 19. Yeah. If I were to be a baseball player at the moment, this would be my rating right here. These would be my ratings right here. This is 100% my ratings. No need to scout me. You wouldn't draft me anyway. Miguel's a slap hitter. I don't know where we saw him at. I'm not going to lie. Joe Irizarry. We'll add you to the queue. Zachary Crosby. Rich Cologne. Kyle Brown is injured. Do we take a chance on Kyle Brown? He's a big dude. Big dude with no power, though. Don't trust that. We've kind of already got our left fielder, so we don't really need another one. I guess I wouldn't mind looking for a center fielder as well. We'll add some guys to the board and just kind of go from there. It's like a 40. I think, yeah, I haven't seen a 40. I think I've seen a 45 or 6. That was actually in last year's draft, too. I don't remember which team got him. Where are we at? Okay, we're getting close. Boy, I wouldn't mind go ahead and get this other starter. $132. How are we feeling about Joe Irizarry? I doubt he's going to be that good. He's going to be in the lower 40s, so we're actually going to take him off. There goes Eric Cole. Yeah, we're probably going to go Quinones on this one, if he's there. Michael Cobb could be our next pick, and then we go position from there on out. So 3, 4, and then we'll find 2 position players. Because Yoshida is nice, but I just haven't scouted him. So they're all not going to be this bad, right? Yeah, I agree with you. You know what? You know what, State? You're a wise dude. You are a wise man. We're gonna absolutely do that. We have no reason to look at third base. 0 whatsoever. All right, we're on the clock. We got a minute. I think starter. Hey, you good? Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Huh? Oh, I like that. I mean, it's fine. You're not doing anything wrong.
I thought you said I couldn't beat nobody than sitting here.
You can. If people want to whine about a woman in a bikini, they can. Oh, that looks so good on you.
I haven't gotten to wear these in a hot while. I've lost weight and I love it. I didn't wear my other ones.
Let me mute my microphone for a second. Hey, Luis Quinones. Good thing we have him set at our board. I got distracted by my pretty woman.
They can't see me anyway.
Yeah. She's going to the hot tub, so. The dude is injured on his board, but that's okay.
I was going to wear the purple, but I'm like, if I want to visit him, I want to wear this one.
You look fine. You look great. You look pretty. Go enjoy the hot tub.
This is actually a little big.
Okay. Well, there will be no accidents here. So.
No, that's a compliment. I'm saying it's a little big now.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Space.
Atta girl. Atta girl.
Like, this isn't poking out anymore.
That's a shame. That part's a shame. Alright, come here, give me a kiss and go enjoy the hot tub. I love you.
Love you too.
I'm guessing he's asleep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sweet. I'll keep my ears open.
Okay, love you.
Love you. Hey, Alright, we gotta get back to the draft. Alright, so Quinones is coming to us. He is injured, but I'm not too concerned about that. So, hot tub stream? I don't know. Alright, so next pick, we got some time. I don't think I have anyone else scouted. Yeah, I don't really have anyone else scouted. Tommy Pinnock. The Netherlands. Not really interested. See, like, just there's nothing here. We could go Yoshida as our next pick. What do you guys think? Should we go Yoshida for the next pick? Oh, someone out of great country of Canada. Jesus Christ, that's a boo boo these days. By the way, I checked every starter before when I was scouting. There are no knuckleballers in this draft because if I find a knuckleballer, 100% gonna go for a knuckleballer. What are we thinking here? Oh. Well, I didn't really want that center fielder anyway. The 51st state. Do we fill Michael Cobb or do we go Yoshida here? Maybe Yoshida. He's a lefty. He's just as scouted as Cobb, and he's kind of expected to go higher. He's 6'5", 226 out of Japan. Yeah, Yoshida, I think, would be the option. If he's there. He's expected to go 127, so I don't know if he's going to be there. If he's not, we'll go Michael Cobb. I don't have a lot of optimism for Michael Cobb. Gotta check something. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. But we'll see. We'll see if Yoshida's there. We'll take him. I am starting to see a lot of relievers go, so that makes me nervous. That makes me nervous a lot. Marlins went with another reliever. Rafael Davila. Allegedly a lot of power. So we'll see. Are you going to put the ring back up, or are you going to do that tomorrow?
I can do that now. It should be charged now.
Okay. Well, that's up to you.
It's a quick screw.
Nice. Love it.
You love me, and there's a reason.
I do. There's a lot of reasons. That's one of them. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go Yoshida. Shall he be here? He's going to go. Watch the Diamondbacks get him again. How much do we want to bet that the Diamondbacks are going to get him? There goes Jeffrey Chipper. We kind of looked at him for a little bit. Daggum Guardians went and got him. All right. So it looks like Michael Cobb is going to be our guy, which I'm fine with. We'll see what happens. We'll have to check on Yoshida. He went to the Guardians, so. All right, so Michael Cobb is the last guy on the board. Joe Irizarry went to the Diamondbacks, so the Diamondbacks took 2 of our players again. Excuse me for a second. Hold on. All right, Michael Cobb is going to be our next pick. Round 4. Not fully scouted. That's okay. Everyone that we've gotten, have you noticed that everyone that we've drafted has been opted out of the doctor exam or they've been injured? You know, that's good, right? So who's left? We're not going to want any more starters or relievers. I would like a different kind of outfielder, shortstop. Tristan McDowell looks like he's going to be hurt. But he doesn't look half bad. Oh, okay. But he doesn't look half bad. We got 2 picks left. I appreciate you guys hanging with me here tonight. I really do. I know it's super exciting. There's a lot of relievers still left on the board. But there's just nothing that's sticking out. Good Lord, how many relievers are there? Jesus. Do you think Phil Holder's going to be a 19? I think he's going to be a 19. Let's see. Rich Colon. Nothing there. Yeah, there's really... I just don't see anything. Oh. Oh, did that guy just go as we were looking at him? Yeah, we were looking at Jared Heller, and he just went. Okay, that's fine. I didn't want him anyway. We're going to aim for this shortstop, so... He might be a 40 with 95 potential. Jesus Christ. So hopefully McDaniel is still there. He is injured, though. We're just going to have the craziest draft. Freddie Gregori. Can't field. No power. Oh, man. Oh, the game kind of went wonky there on me for a second. Luis Infante. Not great. Oh, there goes Gregori. Or there goes Tristan McDaniel went to the Cardinals. Dadgummit, you guys suck. You guys are bad at what you do. Al Stanley. Wow, you have literally no power. Pedro Fuentes. Yeah, there's no one else really in... No. No, there's nothing here. I like Victor... I cannot say his name. I'm literally like having a stroke or something. We'll add Victor to it. Center field. Is there anything here that maybe stands out? Anthony Rodriguez. Could be okay. It's a crapshoot. That's a very nice way to put it. So we got Luis Infante. Villegas. Yeah. If we're going to draft the guy, we better know his name. None of these guys are scouted, so it's 22. 155 on the board, 160 on the board. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go Anthony Rodriguez on this next pick. Well, I'm going to go that anyway because Victor Villegas went to the Brewers. Boy, our central rivals are just the biggest pain in the butt right now. They are just the absolute biggest pain in the derriere I've ever seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've made 5 picks? Yeah, we have. Okay. Come on. Let's have Rodriguez stay there. Come on. No Tigers. Thank you very much. Diamondbacks, I swear to all that is good in this world. You've already taken 1 pick from me. Don't take another. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. You're that guy. Okay. Okay, then. I swear. I swear. Okay. I need you guys to stop having intel on my board, okay? If you could stop, that would be great. Luis Infante. Let's go let's go Matos. I just kind of panicked here. We're gonna go with Andres Montos. Could be a crapshoot. We'll see what happens. Okay. We got 1 pick left. I'm still very curious on why this guy hasn't been drafted. We have him kind of scouted. Fastball curve, changeup, 2-seamer. Nothing really stands out. His changeup isn't very good, allegedly. D-backs are my best friend. Dude, D-backs are snakes in the grass. That's what they are. They are snake in the grass. David McMillan. I don't think he's going to be in the 40s. He could be a 50s player. He's 6'2", 18. What are we thinking out of these 3 picks? I mean, I guess it depends on who's there. But who do you guys think would be the best one to go with? When it comes to positional needs, McMullen would be the first one. When it comes to possibly a diamond in the rough, Tommy Pinnock. And then Luis Infante. Probably last on my board, to be completely honest with you. McMullen, yeah. Oh, never mind. Dude. What did we do? All right, so the Rockies took him. Yeah, I'm thinking Tommy. I don't know why he fell so far. There must be a reason why he fell far. I don't want any more relievers. I think we found who we want on relievers. There's also Pedro Fuentes, but he doesn't look that great. Look at all these relievers that are left. We need the authorities. Help! There goes Infante. Went to the Cardinals again. Jesus Christ. The Cardinals, you deserve everything that happens to you. Deserve everything that happens to you. Every single thing. Justin Gray, we don't need... Ooh, there's a catcher that's here. Wait. Oh, this guy was drafted last year. I never knew this. I guess he didn't get signed. He's probably not going to be that good. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they showed that they've been drafted. But I guess they didn't get signed. I had no idea that was a thing. Okay. Logan Worley. Nino Gonzalez, he's injured, though. I mean, that hasn't stopped us before. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't see anything here. I mean, Will McCormick is interesting, but there's no way he's going to be in the 80s at 21. There's no way. A lot of third basemen. I'm not really needing a third baseman. All right, I guess it made a decision. Fuentes went to the Rays over there at 179. Okay, well, let's hope Tommy Pennick is here. I just don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Hopefully he's there. That would be cool. We drafted a lot of starters, though. I don't think we totally addressed our positional needs. But we'll see who's here. If we can find another shortstop we're comfortable with, we'll go with that. D-backs will get Tommy. I swear, dude. I will show no mercy on the D-backs if they get Tommy. Let's find out together. Let's sit here and find out. Tigers, what do you think? Okay, Diamondbacks. Don't be a snake in the grass. Choose literally anyone else. All right. Okay. Well, there's a lot of starters here. No outfielders. Couple of shortstops, but nothing that we want. There are a lot of third basemen, but we don't need a third baseman. There's no second baseman. There's no first baseman. There's no catchers. We've got some relievers. All right. Last pick. Tommy Pennock, excuse me, from the Netherlands. This will be our first time we've drafted someone from the Netherlands. This ought to be good. He was 52 on our board. So it's a miracle they didn't pick him. All right, so Tommy Pennock. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Welcome to Pittsburgh. We'll see if you sign. Definitely went pitcher heavy. And that should be it for our draft. Let me refresh this real quick. Nope, that's not good. All right. Buddy Fitzgerald goes to the Red Sox. We don't really care about the rest of this. So let's just go to the rest here. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, there you go. There are your draft results. I'm just going to scroll through this slowly in case someone wants to check it out. There was someone that actually asked me to do this. So I'm doing it for that person. Screw the Diamondbacks, by the way. How dare you? Also, the Cardinals, I believe, got one of our picks. Diamondbacks got 2 of our picks that we wanted. So Diamondbacks are just really big pain in the butts. All right. But yeah, there you go. A lot of starting pitchers. I think we did okay in our draft. I really do. Let's sim through the All-Star game and we'll cut the episode here. Let's save. Diabolical D-backs. Oh, that's going to be the next title when we face them again. We have someone in the home run derby. And it's at Wrigley. Oh, well, we can't do the derby. I don't do the derby. Of course, it's O'Neal Cruz. Jazz Chisholm makes it. Brent Rooker, William Contreras, O'Neal Cruz. Jose Ramirez for like the 18th billionth time. Juan Soto, Anthony Santander, Eugenio Suarez. No Shohei Ohtani. No Aaron Judge. No Pete Alonso. Interesting. So O'Neal Cruz makes the home run derby. I'm not going to lie, though. I don't really care about the home run derby, so I'm not really going to play it. I know that's disappointing, but I just don't care about it that much. I'm sorry. I hope Cruz does it, but I don't really care for the home run derby, so we'll see. Let's see who made the All-Star game. Okay, interesting. Let's do a player lock. Let's see who made... Oh, I'm sorry. That's not right. God. It's too easy to win? Yep, exactly. I agree. It's too easy to win. National League. Let's see who made it. No, I don't want that. Okay. Tobias... Wow, none of our starters made it. I'm kind of surprised by that. What's up, NCAA? Yeah, I agree, man. The fact that they don't have anything when it comes to the All-Star game is ridiculous. Like, they don't show you the box scores. They don't show you the home run derby stuff. David Bednar makes the All-Star game for 3rd straight year. So, shout out to David Bednar for making it. What was I going to look at here? Yeah, that's what I was going to look at. All right. So, David Bednar made it. There's only one actual reliever that made it. Look at all these closers that made it. Holy smokes, man. 4, 5, 6 closers made it. Okay. Eduardo Rodriguez for, of course, the Diamondbacks. So, just to spite him, we're going to choose Scooble as the starter. Let's see who made it offensively here. There's Brian Reynolds. There's O'Neal Cruz. So, Reynolds made the All-Star game. This will be his 3rd one. O'Neal Cruz made it as well. I guess he didn't win the home run derby because they don't have the thing. That's okay. There's Shohei Ohtani. What is he doing? He had 21 home runs. He hasn't been a slouch. There's Herrera. And I guess that's all we got, man. Okay. So, hey, Paul Skenes didn't make it, but we had David Bednar make it. We had Brian Reynolds, and we had O'Neal Cruz. So, we were fairly represented in the All-Star game. Good to see. Good to see. Well, that's perfectly fine with me. That's perfectly fine with me. The Futures game. Let's see who... We should have quite a few people here in the Futures game. Let me check on who we got here. Let's go National League. I don't need the full line. Just a player, how far do they make it, and the players in the All-Star game. Yeah, I don't know how they would exactly do that, but I agree with you. Okay, let's see. Starting pitchers. Wow, we had nobody make it. Wow, Bubba Chandler didn't make it. Okay. I don't think I had anybody. We didn't have anybody make. That kind of surprises me. Okay. There are some guys here. There's Chris O'Neill. He made the Futures game. Danny Odell, of course, our #1 prospect in all of baseball. He made it. Wow, and that's it. Okay. I'm honestly surprised only those two made it. I thought Sam Sinecor would have been there. But hey, that's fine. He just got called up to AAA, so don't look too much into his numbers. He's hitting 143 with a 905 OPS, which is funny to me. So yeah, Danny Odell makes the Futures game. And then Chris O'Neill makes the Futures game. So good stuff there. Okay. Let's see here. Nick Gonzalez is coming back off of the injured list. That is where we'll end the episode. So I will post tomorrow what we decide about the roster move. I think I know what I'm going to do. So keep an eye on the socials. Follow on X. Join the Discord. A Discord invite link is always in the description in the YouTube. It's also pinned to my profile on Twitter. And it's in the About section on Twitch. So there's 3 good ways for you to get into the Discord. Would love to have you if you're not a part of it. Leave a like, subscribe. We will see you in the next episode. Appreciate you guys being here. And let's go Buccos. Raise it, all that good stuff. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye now.